Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm going to be tackling another March Madness layout. So, for my March Madness series, I am going for two challenges. One is the 30 Days of Sketches with Christie's Beautiful Life. And today, our sketch is by Shayla Kulczewski. I think that's how you say it. And it's a double page sketch. So I actually this time am going to make a 2-page layout, which is fun. I don't do them very often, but every once in a while I have enough photos. And working with these 4x6 photos that I'm tackling this month also, um, I have a box of pre-printed photos that were printed before I started printing my photos at home. And so they're all in 4x6 format. And so as I work my way through that box, a double page layout's not a terrible idea because sometimes those bigger photo sizes call for a bigger layout. So I'm excited to do this one. I am finding that this month, the Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, the papers are minimal on the layouts, which is kind of interesting. So, not lots of paper layering. I don't know if that's a new trend or if it's just the way I'm interpreting the sketches, but I think it's interesting. So, here we go. As you can see, the layout has like this vertical. Um, what I like to call a happy horizontal. I got that term from Janet Madison on RTS Scrapbooking if you've ever watched her channel. And if you haven't, you should go check her out. She doesn't post anymore, but there's a lot of great content over there. So there's this horizontal strip across the bottom. And then it has like a few layers on the way up, and then a bunch of photos. And I stayed pretty close to the way that the photos were laid out too, because I had a similar bundle of photos. So I'm going to hold that up nice and close so you can see what I'm talking about. So we have the horizontal stripe here, and then we have the like bunch of different kind of things here, and then the big photo collage. We have a title. We have some embellishing here and some embellishing over here, and then a little subtitle down here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I think I'm going to add maybe a little bit more embellishing. So that's what we have for the sketch. This is how I started out the sketch, and I'm just going to double check that my streaming is working because I have not been having the best of luck lately. Okay. Okay, well, it looks like it. So I'm just gonna make sure that the volume's off so you can't, so that you don't have to hear me in stereo because nobody wants to do that. And I'm just gonna set that up where I can see it to make sure that the streaming is still happening. Okay, so this is how I started my layout. So I basically, okay, I don't know if that's actually gonna work, but it looks like it's saying that I'm live again. I don't know if I actually am, but we will see. Um, okay, so here's my layout, and this is where we are at. I got started before I turned the camera on, and I laid down my first patterned paper, which let's see how this is gonna go. Okay, I don't know. I hope it's working. All right. So here is the base of the layout. So I had two patterned papers that were Cars themed from back in the day. They have no identifying information on them, so I don't know where they're from, but I've had them for quite a long time. These are the only two that I have. And so that one, this one didn't really seem like it would be good across the bottom of 2 pages. So what I did was I set this one aside, and I took this one and I cut it in half and then stretched it across both sides of the paper, kind of like what is shown in the sketch here, where we have across the bottom, right? And then for these layers up here, I took this washi. Do I have it out still? It kind of looks like a road to me. I don't know if it's meant to be stitching lines or whatever, but for me, it looks like a road. So I stretched the washi across a couple strips of white cardstock. I don't know where the washi disappeared to. Maybe it'll turn up while we're working on our layout. But I did across 2 strips of white paper, and then I just cut them out, so like that, and laid them down as border strips on both pages. And then for my other layer across the top here, I happen to have a full length. Okay, I'll show you what it is. So I was thrifting with my friend, which I do often. I love going to thrift stores, and I do often look at the craft products, see what. Okay, I don't know. It says that I'm live, but I don't know. And you know what's so annoying about it is when I turn it off, it tells me that I have an excellent connection. So I'm not sure why it keeps kicking me out. Super annoying. Okay, I think it's working again. I don't know. We'll try. Okay, so then I got these pieces down, patterned paper, washi, acetate, film strip, and then I stenciled, arrows going this way on this side, this way on this side. I used Black Soot Distress ink because I wanted them to be kind of light. Then I splattered a little bit over top of that with Before Dawn Shimmers Vibes. So that's the spray I used. And then I stamped across the top with another one of the stitching stamps from close to my heart. Simple Stitches. That's what I got on here. That's what's going. There we go. I don't know. I hope this is working still. Looks like it is. Okay. So then I got this one across the top and just in a black. And that's as far as I got. I did also map my photos and print my journaling and stamp my date. So hopefully this will go pretty smoothly. I am going to add my photos next. So let's get those out and we will look at the sketch again, because I did make sure that my photos can match the sketch the way that she has them laid out. I really like it. So I'm going to do that again. I think this goes here, here. This one goes up here and over here. So let's get those tacked down. We got 6 photos to go across the double page spread. As you can see, there's not much space to cut down these photos. I could have cut them down a little bit, but I left them as they are, with the exception of these 2, because there was a lot of dead space in those ones. They were taken from a little bit different angles, further away, whatever you want to call it. And then this one. And this ride is no longer at Cars Land. So I like that we have photos of it, and it's going to go into my album. Kind of exciting. I don't know how to fix it. So annoying. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Maybe I'll have to do some recorded videos because this is getting to be a bit annoying, hey? So, unfortunately, that might be the way to go. Uh-oh. This is not coming up nicely. Okay, we're going to glue that back down. So to glue these down, all I did was add a little bit of white glue in the black spots. And it's usually enough to keep it tacked down, but because I put my photo down crooked and pulled it back up, it ripped it off the paper, which is fine. I can redo it. There we go. And we'll try that again. Try to get it straight this time. It's a little bit harder also to film both pages because the camera angle isn't always friendly, but I think I got it this time. I took a little bit of extra care to get the angle right. I wish I could make YouTube work for me. Every time I jump on here, it's like third time's a charm, maybe, I hope. But might have to do the recordings of the next ones. I can't be here Tuesday night anyways, so maybe now's the time to switch it up. All right, I really do prefer the live though. Let me see. Okay, so here is my journaling. And I have this. Okay, so for embellishing, I have some Cars themed things, but I also, because I didn't have all the things that I kind of wanted, I grabbed this also. So this is just it's a really old, it's actually a few different things. So I found this at a garage sale and I put it with some papers that matched. I think I have 2 sheets from this actual collection and then some matchy papers from Little Yellow Bicycle. Here's the embellishments from Little Yellow Bicycle, and they kind of like go together. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they're not from the same collection, they seem to like coordinate really well. So I put them all in the same thing because I only had a few things from each. Then I had these rub-ons from Reminisce. I had these pre-made tag pack from, what does this say? American Traditional Designs, I think is what that says. And so I took 2 tags out of this tag pack and they're going to go on my layout. And then I have these like random Reminisce stickers that don't necessarily go with this. This one's all about brothers and this one's like a mix match sample, not for resale. I don't know where it came from. Probably from a crop or something that I went to. But anyway, so those are the other embellishments I'm going to be picking from besides the ones that are actually, oh, here's my washi. There's the washi that I used. And it looks like a road to me. So I thought they went really well with this layout. So I do have these like EK Success Cars themed ones that you were able to get at Michael's back in the day. And so I grabbed a bunch. I have a bunch of those. Some of them I got at a garage sale. All these ones that say $3 on them, I didn't pay $3 for them. I think I paid $1 each at a garage sale. And then I think this one I actually bought at a store. So there's those. Then I was going to just put this tag kind of in behind my journaling. And I think I'm going to put this one over by our friend Mater. He's so stinking cute, isn't he? Okay. So I have a couple tags there. And I think that's as far as I got in terms of planning. I do want to pick a title from the pre-made titles that I have because I have a few. And that's about it. So we can put the journaling down. I'm going to put some adhesive on here to put my journaling right onto that tag. And I just want the tag to kind of stick out from behind the journaling. And then I think I want, so in the sketch we have like, it looks like a photo here, but I put this instead. And then beside it is like a journaling or an embellishing spot. So I'm going to do some embellishing in here. So before I lay that down, I want my doily because I did grab a couple of doilies from my little doily collection that I think I can sneak on here if I don't put too much of it showing. I don't want it to be too feminine, but also I feel like I can make this one work. I couldn't do it with the Star Wars, but with this one, I think I can. So I'm going to put that on there as well. And then I can stick it down. Okay. I feel like I can do a few things that I couldn't get onto the Star Wars yesterday and still not ruin the fun of Cars Land. Okay. And I'm just kind of trying to like line it up a little bit with the photos aside, but I think I got this on, got this on crooked, onto the tag crooked somehow. Oops. Lifting things up. And these are tearing really badly. Oh. Okay. Try that again. I think that's even now. So let's see if we can get this better on here because it was not even before. There we go. There you go. Can't even tell, right? Tuck that corner down a little bit better. And we're good again. Okay. Seems to be recording better, so hopefully it will stay that way. So let's see. So our little our title is going to go here. So let's look through the titles that we have. I have Lightning McQueen. I have Speed, I Am Speed. I have Tow Mater, and I have I Am Speed again. So I think I'm going to use one of the I Am Speed ones. Apparently I bought it twice. Yay me. Yeah, see how it's like marked down to $1. Yeah, I think she was trying to sell them at the garage sale for $3. I'm like, I'm not surprised nobody bought them for that price at a garage sale because you don't know if they're still sticky and stuff, right? Okay. Apparently they didn't come out. I wonder if there's a year on these because these are from Jolie's Boutique, EK Success, Disney Pixar. I don't see a date, but they've been around a while because I remember when they were in the, I'm just going to take this old adhesive off of here if I can. It's not going to come up easy, is it? I just don't, it's kind of dimensional. I don't really want the bulk. So, but I don't know if it'll come off all the way. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay, I guess not. Right there. Ooh, I think flags is on our Calvin Ball list, so we can get some flags on here. Put one on this side. We can put one over here somewhere. So this is a quote from the movie, in case you're not familiar. That's why it's a thing. Because Lightning says, speed, I am speed, when he's like training himself to be fast. And this will go with my, I finished a package at for my layout share video. I love finishing things up using my stash. It makes me happy. It's one of the things I can't like to count at the end of the month. And there you go. So stick this down. And then Lightning. None of these are sticky anymore. Like I said, they're pretty old. Probably from like 2009-ish, not 2008 maybe is going to be my guess. And okay. So I'm going to put this in behind my photo. Not sure about this one yet, so I'm not going to totally adhere him down. Can we still see both pages? Okay. Now, it's kind of time to embellish. I am going to add some adhesive down here for my ribbon because it has been on the spool for such a long time. It does not want to straighten, and I don't have, you know what I should have done? Oh, call me crazy, but I've done this before. Is taken it to my hair straightener and straightened out my ribbon, but I did not do that beforehand. So we'll just glue it down and it'll be fine. There we go. So we have that. So far working great for you. Thank you, Shannon. I'm glad that's working. Welcome. Thank you for everybody who is here watching live. I appreciate you guys so much. It just makes my heart happy when people actually show up to watch. Okay. So now that we have, so I feel like we've done our sketch. So on this, I'm going to show one side at a time just because it's really hard to film otherwise. So on this side, we have our bottom piece, our layers on top, just like in the sketch. And then we have one horizontal photo, another horizontal photo, and a 3x4. And then some embellishing up here and a title across here. Okay. Then on this side, we have a vertical photo here, horizontal photo here, horizontal photo here. I had another photo, but I'm going to scrapbook it separately because I have a different story to tell with that one. So I put my journaling here, and then there's room to embellish here. So we kind of started a little bit of embellishing with this little flag and this little doily and our tag piece, right? Okay. So next up, let's grab out that Calvin ball list, which is attached to here. I've been paper clipping these together because they keep getting lost on my desk because it's a hot mess during Calvin ball / 30 days of sketches, one, the other, or both. It gets kind of crazy around here. Okay, so stars. Let's start with that. Okay, stars. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. So I have these Flair from Scrap and Happy Studio that are kind of generic. It says just handmade epoxy flares. A friend of mine ordered from them. In Canada, we don't order from these kind of companies very often because the Are we good again? I don't know why it keeps doing that to me. It's super frustrating. I think I'm just going to have to start recording and posting. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. And now look, I'm wrecking stuff. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. Next, I have these Flair from Scrap and Happy Studio. They're going to go on here. We don't order these very often, I was saying, because the shipping to Canada is exponential. But what we will do is when we find little companies like this that we want to support is one of us will place an order and a bunch of us will order together so that the shipping costs. Thank you, Manya. Yes, I am back. I'm going to keep doing that every time it kicks me out today because it's apparently unstable connection. Even though when I reconnect, it always says excellent connection. I have no idea what's happening. And this has been going on for like, what, 3 days now, Alana? You've been here every time. So annoying. Okay, this does not want to come out. So I thought that because there's 2 black and white ones and I have a lot of black and white happening that we would just pick those ones and we would put one in each embellishment cluster. And I'm just going to leave them loosely up on the cardstock where I don't have to worry about tearing my doilies or whatever. And that way I can place them a little bit better once I know what else is going on here. So that's my star point. What else do I have? Include journaling of 100 words. Yes, I did. This is about 100 words. I didn't actually count them. And I forgot to do a count, but I feel like it's close. So we're going to count that as 100. Label. I did. I stamped my date on a label. Where did I put it? Right here. So should I put my date over here? This one. I think that works out pretty nice. Hey, so I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back of that. We'll stick it down back behind here. So I have a little label with my date on it. This maybe could even go down here somewhere. Okay, so we have a label. And what's next? Okay, so selfie, no, a date. I stamped my date here. Washi tape. We have this fun washi that looks like a road that we put on here. Finish a project from before March. No. Ribbon. I have ribbon here on my tag. Stitching. We have our stitching line across the top. A frame. Well, I'll show you what I got for frames. I have a frame like this that I could get on here somewhere. And there was one actually weirdly tucked in to this little pack that I brought out. So, okay. It's a film strip looking one, but it's a frame nonetheless. So I feel like I could probably get this in here somehow, right? Or in behind here even. So I kind of like the idea of putting it behind that doily. Remember how I said I wasn't going to lift the doily up? Oops, here I go again. I hope you guys brought your water. Stay hydrated, take a drink. Every time I lift something up, you get to take a drink. Bring your water, bring your other beverage of your choice. So I have a frame here. Could do the same thing with this one up here, couldn't I? And it would look pretty cool, balancing out the frames like that. So what I think I want to do again, after I said I'm not going to lift up those doilies because they don't lift very well, is, sorry, I'm going to turn my layout so that I can see better and make sure that this is not too crooked. And I'm going to lay that all back down and get back in frame. And then we got our tag here again. There we go. And we're back on track. So we have 2 frames there. Got frames. What else we got? Paper clips. I love paper clips. They're super tiny. Want to see? They're so cute. I thought I could put them on my tags. I was going to do that before I turned on the camera, but I failed. I failed at that one. Okay, so they're so tiny. Look at them. Aren't they cute? I don't remember where I got these from, but I love them. So I'm going to put one up here on this tag. And then I'm going to put one down here over on this tag. And then I have a couple of paper clips. There's that. And do you see how I love like going through this list and finding things off of my, like out of my scrapbook supplies and adding them to my layouts and just like, I don't know. I just feel like it reminds me of what's all here and where to go when I want to add a little something. It's great. Paperclip, enamel dots. I did grab some enamel dots, but not very many. I thought I would keep them down to a minimum. So I thought I would put, I want to use up this package of enamel dots that I've kind of been having in my stash for a while now. And I thought because they match with the doilies that I picked, that I could put one on one side and 3 little ones on the opposite side. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do the 3 little ones down over here because I think they'll fit on my journaling card really nicely. And then I think I'll put the other one somewhere on my tag with Mater. Like up here with my paper clip. Okay. So there we go. So we have enamel dots, and then this is also going to go with my layout share at the end of the month because I used up a package of something, and that just always makes me happy. So when I do my layout share at the end of the month, it's going to be a doozy because I'm doing 30 days of sketches. Plus I'm teaching a class this month. Plus I'm doing 3 live streams for my store. Plus I went to a crop. So it's going to be quite the thing. Okay. So we got that. What else do we have on this list? Enamel dots, a heart. For a heart, I grabbed these teeny tiny little, because I feel like I can get them anywhere and definitely work with that. So let's see, what do we want to put on here? I'm thinking we could put one with the date maybe. Do I want black or gray? Maybe I'll go gray. Put one up here. And then again, I think I can put one on my journaling card without too much trouble, or no, I like it better up here. I think it'll disappear if I put it on the tag because the tag's such a dark color. So these are from Pure and Simple, and they're called Glossy's Mini Hearts in Stormy Sky. So fun. What else we got? Hearts, doilies. Yeah, we did that already. We have polka dots on our ribbon. We have a stencil, yeah, on both sides. We have cameras. So what I have is, and this counts for 2 points because it's not only a camera, but I also fussy cut. And I think fussy cut's also still a point on here. So I have these 2 cameras that I fussy cut out of an Amy Tan paper. So that's the back side of it. And I'm going to get those on here. 1 in each cluster somewhere. And then, okay, so I'm just going to add, I actually think this one can go with my title. And then I think this one can go over here somewhere. And then I feel like I have these like 3 little black and white embellishments in a little cluster. So let me see. I want to do it a little bit differently though. How about we do the camera with the flare badge. The little flag will stick out right there. There we go. Okay, so we got our camera, and then we have some handwriting. There's a little bit of handwriting right here. There's arrows in our stenciling, word strip stickers. I did grab this booklet again, the Small Talk booklet from Tim Holtz that has some leftovers in it. I'm aiming to use up these 2, and it has a couple in here that I felt like were very Disney-esque, so I'm going to use those. This one says, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." So I think that will be a fun one for a Disney layout. That can go there. And the other one says, "A dream is a wish your heart makes," which I think is actually a quote from a Disney movie. I think it's from, what's it called? Pinocchio? Pinocchio? Is that what is it the blue fairy that says that? There we go. So we got some word strip stickers on there. Set that down. And what's next? Film strip, we got that covered. Hexagons. So I did grab some hexagons. I'm not 100% convinced I'm going to use them though. But they would also be my wood veneer point if I choose to use them. I don't know how they will look. I can always ink them. But what I have is, throw this back in there. I have 3 hexagons in this size, and I have 3 hexagons in this size. So I feel like I could maybe put them on my layout somewhere, but I don't know how I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not 100% convinced I even want them on here, but maybe I'll lay them down and then I can decide later. Because I also took out a cloud and sunshine wood veneer, which I think could also go on here for the wood veneer point, but would be a different look. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Are the hexagons okay, or are they just weird? Weird. I don't know. There we go. Hi, Mom. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. So fun. The big dots are so great. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Hexagons, plaid, that's not, I don't have plaid. Circles, our flare badges are circles, our enamel dots are circles. We got circles covered. There's lots of tires on here. They're all circles. Um, Birthday? No, it was nobody's birthday that I know of. Tag. So I have a tag here and a tag here. Stripes? No, no stripes. Twine. I have twine on this tag on this side. Watercolor? No. Rub-ons? Okay, rub-ons. Do you see this little thing right here that says hot stuff? That's a rub-on. So remember when I was showing you this little mismatched kit that I have? One of the things that was in there was these rub-ons from Reminisce that seem to kind of go with what I'm doing. So I cut one out to see if they would work, and I used it on this tag because I was like, if it doesn't work on the tag, well, that's okay. It's not going to bother me, right? So I have a rub on here, and I thought maybe I could add a rub on this side as well somewhere. So where should I put it though? That's the question. I could, I could put like this tire track one up above this photo. I would kind of like it down here, but will it work on the film strip? I don't know. So I'm going to cut it out. But yeah, it's kind of fun going through the list and being like, do I have something that would work for that? And just kind of like searching my scrapbook supplies and seeing what I can find. And let me see. Oh yeah, it is going to stick to that. Okay, let's go for it then. And again, these are not new, but they're working fine. So try those rub-ons. If they don't work, toss them in the trash. If they still work, get them on a page before they don't work anymore. Yeah, that's kind of fun, right? Okay. So I'm going to leave this one on the paper and stick that back in here. Okay. So we have a little bit of something happening over here. So these might not be too bad, right? Okay. What else we got? Monochromatic, no. Grid. Well, this whole paper was in a grid. Like it had all the squares. So that counts, I think, as a grid. A staple. I stapled this. It's hard to see now because I stuck it down, but I used my tiny attacher to staple the ribbon onto the tag there. So can you not glue the unstick rub-on down? You probably could. If it doesn't stick, could you glue it down? Yeah, probably. If you like that shape and you want to keep it, you probably could. Let's see. Staple cut file. I didn't use a cut file on this one. Ombre. There's tons of ombre in this paper. So there's an ombre here. There's like, if you look at the little squares, they're all kind of ombre. So it goes from dark green at the top to light green at the bottom. They're all kind of like that. Dark yellow, light yellow. All of these boxes are in ombre, so that counts. Splatter. I splattered on my stenciling. A sun. Okay, so that was another thing that I pulled out. If I didn't want the hexagons, I could do a sun and cloud thing over here. But I think I like the hexagons better. So I think we're going to skip the sun and cloud. But I could get a little cloud on. Do I have one still? I used to have a bunch of clouds punched out of vellum, but I might have used them all now. Hard to say. Looks like they're all gone. So no, I think we're good. What else we got? Coffee or tea? No. Cork. I do have a little pack from close to my heart. It says Grateful Heart Cork Shapes. And let's just see what's inside of here. Maybe there's something we can use. There's some arrows, plus signs, leaves, and circles that I see. There's also some, I think this was from something else that I stuck in there. Speech bubbles. So I'm not going to use those today, but I might be able to do something with these. I like these little plus sign ones. I could do a few of those at the end of my film strip down here. Might be okay. And then maybe on the other side, we could do them above the camera. So there we go. We got some cork shapes on there. Bling. Oh boy. They're really challenging me, aren't they? What do I got for bling? Well, I have this pack of rhinestones that I think I've just kept adding to. So maybe I should subtract from it and put some of them on my layout. What do you think? You know what I could do is put one of these tiny little rhinestones in the center of each camera. How about that? Then it won't like distract too much from the layout. And where's the other one? Here we go. So, I mean, there is adhesive on these, but I feel like they fall off if I don't add white glue. So, there we go. Bling. Oh, my bling came off. Where did it go? Uh-oh. I flinged the bling. I don't know where it went. Try that again. Not helpful if it sticks to your finger. Better than it sticks to the paper. Oh boy. Okay. Bling. There we go. Okay, so we can put this back. Maybe I'll leave this one out with my other Calvin ball things now that that's been added to the list. And avocado. I looked through all of my avocados. You guys want to see my little collection of avocados? They are from my friend Ruth. She sent these to me after Calvin Ball last year. And they have all sorts of different space guy, cool dude, exercising, another space guy. This one's just a happy little avocado. So I have a little harder time putting them on my Disney layouts, but I did get a couple on there. One was a princess. I can't remember what the other one was, but anyway, they're cute, and I will put them on if I feel like they fit in any way. But I did not find one that was related to cars, so I didn't put them on. What else do I got? So avocados, white pen. I didn't use white pen. I could use white pen. What would I use white pen for? How about I go around my photos with a white pen? Kind of boring to watch though, isn't it? Maybe I should do that later. Sounds very boring. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that's the two small ones. Got some white pen on there. Oh, now it's leaving gaps. I hate when it does that. This might not be the right one. I have two, and I should really just throw the one away, but I'm like, it works sometimes, so I keep using it. Silly girl. Okay. So there's my white pen. And I looked in the sloths too. I actually put a couple on here and decided I wasn't going to do it. Memorabilia, pickles, flowers. Also felt like flowers was a stretch, but there is flowers on Fillmore, so I'm going to count flowers for Fillmore. Use a sketch. I did. Holiday themed. We were on holiday. I don't know if that counts. Clouds, no. Books, no. Wood veneer, yes. fussy cut something. I fussy cut those cameras. Mushrooms, no. Bees, no. Sequins. I did grab a little pack of sequins. Where did it go? Thought maybe we could get a little bit of sequins on here, especially since we have that bling happening. Maybe our sequins could go with our hexagons. What do you think? So I didn't bring my little sequins tray over, but I wish I had. So I'm just going to stick them up here and see what, there we go. What if we did a little bit of sequins with each hexagon? And I'll, of course, glue it down after I turn off the camera, but I don't need to do that right now with you guys here. It's boring to watch and time consuming. Okay, here we go. We'll get another one. There's probably an extra one layered in there somewhere, but who knows? And there. Okay. So there's my sequins idea. I don't know if that's good. Also, I could decide to take it off if I hate it, but I'm actually kind of liking it right now, so I think I'll probably leave it there. And I actually think I might move this one up this way. There we go. Okay. So what else we got? Sequins, journaling card, no. Well, it's not a journaling card. I just journaled on it. A bow, no. Lace. The doilies are a lace pattern, so I'm going to count that. Specialty paper. I used acetate. These film strips are acetate paper. Dinosaurs, no. Pink. There's a little bit of pink here. I think that's about it. There's no other pink here. Purple. We got purple because this guy's purple back here, and there's purple here. What's her name? Flo, I think is her name. Her squares are purple. Snowflakes, no. Frogs, no. Brads, I did grab some brads. I have these little square ones, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get them on here, but you know what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put a brad at the end of this washi tape, and then another brad at the end of this washi tape, and then just scooch that stuff over, because I was going to put these three on one page and two on the other, but I feel like it's getting to be too crowded, so I think I'm just going to do one and one. So the brads, shaker pocket, no. Chickens. Oh my gosh, you guys. So many chickens. Flags. So we have our flags here, right? Yes. Flags. Fruit. No. Chipboard. I have these chipboards we could maybe get on here. I don't know. What do we got? So these ones are from Little Yellow Bicycle, Zach's Life collection from gosh only knows when. No dates. All right, so let's see if there's something in here that we could maybe use. Sorry, I'm kind of reading, which I probably should have done before I came on here. Do something like this. No, I don't like that. We could do, these are cute. This one says laugh, which would go really cute over here where these guys are laughing. And then this one says, it takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. I could put that with my husband all by himself on the ride. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. I like that. That's cute. So let's see. Where can I put that? Put chipboard under the flare too. I don't know if you can still read it though. Probably not. I wonder if we could read this one. Yeah, probably something like that. So we got chipboard, a car. Yeah, I definitely think we got cars on here. Flare. We did flare here. Put away 5 layouts. I always put my layouts away at the end of the month, so that's not going to happen. Is there a reason you don't like to use sequins? I don't like to use sequins. It's not that I don't like to, it's just that it's too shiny. I'm not that kind of person. I don't love like glitter or sequins or bling, even sparkle. I don't know. That's just not my, it's not something that's ever been part of, like, I don't wear that stuff. I don't even really like to wear jewelry. I hardly even wear my wedding ring, you might notice. I wear it when I feel like I should, but most of the time I know I'm married, and especially at home, I don't need to have it on. So anyway, yeah, that's just the way I am. Cruise. No, this has nothing to do with a cruise. Although cars like to cruise. Does that count? No, that's a stretch. I'm not scrapbooking about a cruise. Okay, so that is my layout for today. I don't know how many points that's going to be because I'm going to finish gluing the things down and attach them. But I'm going to guess that I'm going to get about 60 points. Ah, you know what? I get more points today. Do you know why? Because I get to count everything on this page and everything on this page separately. So that's going to, I might get over 100 points today. You guys, that's going to be super cool. So come back tomorrow and I will tell you what my point total is, because we are at the almost 1 hour mark, and I feel like this is where we're going to end. So thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you'll come again. I am going to see if there is something going on with my actual internet, and hopefully solve the problem. If I can't figure out what's wrong, I might just record and post for the rest of the month. I made it to day 15 live. This is my 15th layout of 30 days of sketches. I'm pretty impressed with that. I usually fall off the truck on the 20th layout, so we'll see how that goes. But thanks again for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate you all being here. Make sure to go check out the playlist for Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Make sure to give some love to some of the other ladies who are creating in this wonderful challenge. And I did link the sketch creator below. I think she's like 5 o'clock crafts or something on social media. I didn't get a chance to check her out, but I hope you'll go give her some love. And again, thanks for being here, whether you're watching live or you're watching from the future. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, and I hope you are inspired to create. Thanks, and have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.